Alright guys, here's a quick overview video of the 1997 Honda StepWgn two-wheel drive that is for sale now. Located in East Tennessee. I'm a Tennessee-based dealer. And this is StepWgn number 5, I believe it is, that I've landed. So I've had a few of these. I have a few more coming. Gotten pretty familiar with these. These are absolutely wonderful vans, and this is genuinely the best one I've had. I've enjoyed it greatly. I put over 1,000 kilometers on it in the last couple weeks. It is an absolute pleasure to drive. Whoever owned it loved it dearly and took very good care of it. It looks this good in person. There is hardly a mark or any imperfection you can point out with it. But I'm going to point out what I've noticed. There is a small mark right there. This is some wax. That's what that is. That's not a mark. Yep, small mark right there. These are just bug. That's a bug mark right there. Let's see, there's one more right here on the rear bumper. A little mark right there and right there. But not very noticeable. Not very noticeable at all. Down the sides is pretty much flawless. Get a good lighting angle. Both sides, the rear hatch is like flawless. Has the optional StepWgn decal, like the logo, the crayon logo decal set, which is in lovely shape, and I've never had one with this. It looks really, really cool. It fits the van so well. That if you haven't seen any of the original like promotional or commercials for this van, it's like animating the crayon drawing that little logo. It's pretty cool. Got the Honda Clio Aichi dealership sticker. I translated this as some sort of shrine in Japan. Interior is pretty much just as good as the outside. We'll get into that in a moment, but yes, Honda StepWgn. And the appeal of these is that it has the same drivetrain and most of the same running gear as Honda CR-V and a lot of other Honda models. So getting parts in the States for these is never really an issue. There's not a lot of parts that you would need that are specific to StepWgns, and the parts that are specific to StepWgns are quite easy to get from Japan. So they make a lot of sense, and a lot of these vans have a lot of life left in them, and these are great little vans. So let's get into the interior a bit. So door cards, they're all in great shape. Let's see, grab the key. We've got standard AC controls. AC works great. That is for the rear heater. When that button is not pressed, it's AC for the rear. See, window controls, power mirrors, front and rear power moonroofs, and that works. I'll demonstrate that in a minute. A little storage tray down there. Mats are like perfect. It's like they had a cover over everything, because see the texture of the steering wheel. Try to get a focus on that. It's not worn off like a bit. It's like a brand new steering wheel. Same with the shifter, any of the handles, and things you grab commonly, like even like right here, right? Like this texture would like go away, like, you know, from grabbing it right there constantly. Right, I've seen that, you know. But it's all there. It's really nice. It's got very, very little wear and tear on the inside. This dash panel it's so shiny, not scratched one bit. Original StepWgn logo looks good. These boxes, this little lid usually breaks, or the little mechanism that holds, so they don't close good. And then these little things, this thingy, I forgot what it's called, that breaks quite a bit, and these are loose, but this one is perfect. That's the chicken nugget tray, as we call these around here. That's where you put your Chick-fil-A nuggets. It fits perfectly in the little square box. Then you put your sweet tea, most likely right there. Got the original books. Everything is there, like Honda Access optional manual, which we'll get to that in a moment. It has some cool features that have been added. Safety, owner's manual. She's got that cool logo. Even right there, which is really cool. Their whole ad campaign, it was like really tailored towards families with children, obviously, and that's the direction they were going with it. Let me start it. That'd be idling, get the AC going while I show the rear. Turn that off. Might have heard the AC compressor kick on. That's just showing that the one that has a door open and that the driver's not wearing a seatbelt. So no warning lights. Ashtray, standard ashtray, wouldn't open because I had this right here. I was charging my phone. Cup holders, not as useful as they look. You can get a bottle of water in there, but pretty much anything that you put in there that's American will like kind of hit right here. You gotta kind of wedge it. But this little tray is really nice to have, honestly. It works great, and it's kind of got like an anti-slip like texture on it. So like that's a really nice thing to have. I use that all the time when I drive these things, which I do quite a bit. Put a little over 1,000 kilometers on this one. Dome light, that works. Roofs, let's see. That works. Rear one works. Yeah, turns on the rear. But when you don't have that press, this is just air AC, so that works great as well. Warnings, no mirror on this side, but they have mirror on this side. That's pretty typical of Japanese cars. Little storage box. Mats are in great shape, as I said. Driver's seat. Seats in general, this one obviously has the most wear, but the wear that it does have is quite minimal. It's not even close to ripping or tearing or losing any of its, like fabric, like plushness. 162,000 kilometers, that is confirmed. I bought it with right at 161,000 kilometers. It's pretty much right at 100,000 miles. Yep. It's got a little speaker that talks right there. Let's go over the rear because that's where the magic happens, as you would say if this was MTV Cribs. Because you could basically you could camp out of it. It could be your home for the night. So this is my favorite seating position. I call this lounge mode, where you have this seat faced towards the back. It's nice to kind of hang out in here, get the AC going, moonroof, hang out with your friends. I'll have pictures of all the seating arrangements and as well as a video, quick video showing all that, because it's hard to do it with the camera in hand. But basically, you can have this in normal, like where this is turned the other way. This is a little fold-out side seat, which works as a little table, and you can open it up. And you can pull the headrests out, and both rows go completely flat, and it's like a bed you can sleep on, and it's just about a queen size, and it's quite comfy. It's no less comfy than a couch or something. So it's very, very, you could very easily take a good nap in there. And then these rear seats also, for cargo space, they fold, so this folds down flat, which, let me do that real quick. Straight. So you can go all the way down, and it had like all of the seats have a lot of like detents where you can stop them at, so they're quite adjustable to your comfort level. So see, that's completely flat, and these seats can go up like this, and then you have all this open area for cargo. Let's see, you have cup holders back here. Cup holder right here. These are always broken. This one has a good one. It works. This is the only issue I found with StepWgns. They all do this. This fabric comes unstuck. It's not so bad on this side, but that is the only problem with these, and that of course isn't a huge issue for a local upholstery shop to fix or something, but that is an issue with these, and it does kind of take away from the interior, but there are worse problems to have. So nice little storage area over here. Under here is your jack and other tools. We got other roof controls back here, but very comfortable. lots of room. It's a little narrower than like an American size van, but in my opinion, I like it better. It's really good, especially if you're in a city. In an American city, it's really easy to park. It's really easy to. It has great visibility. It doesn't take a lot of space. It's not really excessive. It's a great size. If you've never experienced one, I've taken my family out on little day trips in these. It's lovely. These are really awesome little vans, and this one is genuinely the cleanest example I've had. Even though it's one of the higher mileage ones I've had, it is the one I would keep hands down. Like, the paint is so beautiful. Here's the engine running like a sewing machine. The engine is bone dry. On the outside, no leaks. And of course, there will be detailed undercarriage photos as well. But now he has some coolant flush stickers, oil change stickers, timing belt sticker at 96,000 kilometers. I'll be pulling off the valve cover and I'll check the timing belt itself. That's what I typically do on these. It's not hard to pull the valve cover off, and I just check the timing belt to see what kind of condition it's in. But I'd say it's probably fine. Doing timing belts on these is no issue. Really easy and quick job. So, but overall, I don't think you can go wrong if you're in the market for a JDM van. There's not really any other JDM van other than an Estima that has the parts compatibility. This doesn't. Maybe an Estima might have a little bit more, but an Estima doesn't have a B20, and that's really cool. But some last rounds of it, and you get shot of the top. But thank you for watching. And I'll have a link to the photo album in the description.